What's up, guys? It's your favorite YouTube commentator, Ghost Robo, and are you looking for a game with tons of epic bosses, tons of great graphics, superb dialogue, and all those humongous environments that you've come to expect from Xbox 360? Well, this game that we're going to be bringing you today absolutely is not that. This is a game of tennis, an Xbox Live indie game that I can safely say is my least favorite game I've ever played on Xbox 360.
Oh, this is TonyPizzaGuy. I'm in the background here just chuckling at Ghost Robo's commentary, but let's get a unbiased journalistic review here. You want to kind of read this wasted seconds review?
Yeah, after playing this ridiculously awful game that I'll let you know was 80 points on the Xbox Live Marketplace and was less than a megabyte to download, probably the fastest download I've ever had on a console. I went and found the only review I could find from this website, wastedseconds.com, and we'll put a link in the description. But just some choice quotes here. This game definitely isn't going to appeal to everyone, but it's got the features it needs to make it worth playing, which I think says it all. So if you're looking for a horrible Pong clone, this could be good for you.
I'm trying to keep my composure here while you're reading all this. You're like the super serious one who's always got the voice of an angel that can tell you things that are good and bad. But this review just can't keep you straight. The only thing that is good about this game would be the online multiplayer, which isn't much, but what do you want out of a Pong game? You want to play against your friend, you want to hit the ball back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you gotta be thinking like the QA process at Microsoft. If there was any when this came in, they're like, well, the white lines are straight. It's got it's got a moving ball. There's not much lag. I mean, what do they see? Let me pick out one more quote here. He says, or she says, I guess. Wasted Seconds says, something that's only in the full version of the game that's really neat are two screensavers. You click the left trigger and it removes the menu and just shows that cool animation that's behind it. Or you click the right stick and it goes into a demo mode where the computer plays itself 6.0. You really have to be in a certain mood to play Pong. I, for one, am in that mood constantly.
Oh my god, I can't even keep a straight face. I'm like dying laughing over here because your voice is just so serious. Like you enjoy this game so much, like it's your favorite Xbox Live game, and that just reading that journalistic review and that serious voice is just bringing me to tears right now because this game is anything but what that review says.
The thing I find hard to believe is that it was 200 points at one time, which is what, like 250, and it dropped down to 80 points. And the guy comments on those leaderboards we were talking about. He says, and global scoreboards help out a lot too, because I see that top score of 21 on there, and I look at my puny 7 that I got earlier and think, all right, damn it, I'm going to get this.
Oh my god, this guy. I'm sorry. Ugh. Let me wipe this smile off my face. The one thing I want to comment about this is it's not even a ball. You think after how many years has Pong been out, they can't even get a ball. It's just a square bouncing around still.
Yeah, I mean, let's not sell indie games short though. There's definitely been some great ones, and I think you've highlighted a handful of those. That Pixel game looks absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that game's cheap and it could be an Xbox Live arcade title, but it wasn't. They probably just didn't have the funding to do it. But for an indie game, that was probably one of the best. And then you got games like this.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. The only plug I'll make for my channel here is I have started a series called Invisible Games where I try to highlight actually good games that are smaller, Xbox Live Arcade, PSN, some indie titles. My latest episode was on Eat Them for PlayStation 3, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like Rampage meets Legos meets Build Your Own Monster. So go check that out. I'll be having more actual good fun games on there. This one is not one that would qualify for that series at all, though.
I think I should start a series instead of like Invisible Games, just be like horrible games or something. I don't know, but this game is terrible. I mean, it's Pong, and you think that they would add like a soundtrack or something other than a black background and white, but I guess they were going for simple.
Yeah, and you really want to know that I had no idea what this game was. Tony Pizza Guy just said, "Hey, Ghost Robo, go get a game of tennis." And I was like, "Okay, well, we'll get this and check it out." And then I open it up, and I'm like, "Really, really, this is all it is? It's just standard Pong, and there's nothing more to it. You can pick your score, I guess. The guy in the review is pretty happy that you could go get as many points as you want. But other than that."
This guy in his review is just so bad. Like
I feel guilty giving them my dollar. I mean, they'll probably only see 20 cents of it, but still, like, how did this get through?
Okay, this guy gave this game a 6.0 out of 10. Really? You really have to be in the mood to play Pong. I, for one, am in that mood constantly because of very simple games that you can go in and play a few minutes and leave.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. He has a lot of reviews, though. I mean, it's not like he just posted this, out of the blue one night. He actually has reviewed quite a few indie games, and his headline is "Wasting Your Precious Time Since 2009." And I think that's a perfect descriptor for a game of tennis. Wasting your time since forever.
Yes, it's pretty terrible game, but it keeps score. That's a plus there because I remember some of the early Pong games didn't keep score, and you had to actually keep your own score. It's even lamer because I've seen like really better remakes of Pong that you could move like sideways and you could spin the Pong paddle and all kinds of crazy thing like that. But this game is just not. I don't know what more to say about this game, but stay away from it.
Didn't you say there weren't even custom soundtracks, so you couldn't even alleviate some of the pain with music?
Yeah, most games you can go in to add the custom soundtracks if you play your music on your hard drive. Yeah, this game, nope, you can't do that either.
Yeah, it's very, very terrible. Does not get the Ghost Robo seal, and I assume it doesn't get your seal of approval either.
No, it doesn't get the pepperoni pizza seal. If that's what I got here, if I give this on a scale of you know what? I'm gonna start a new rating system for horrible games. Instead of giving like 5 stars, like we're giving 4 turds, and if the higher the turds, the worse the game is. So if you have like 1 turd, your game's decent. So out of 4 turds, I would probably have to give this 3, maybe 2.5 turds out of 4.
Why don't we, before we wrap this up, why don't we give them something positive to look forward to and talk a little bit about next week when Dead Space 2 comes out. I think you're planning on getting that as well, and so we should be able to do a multiplayer dual commentary, which should be a lot more exciting, a lot more intense, and a lot better than a game of tennis.
Yeah, I think a multiplayer would be fun, and I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough of that because I don't know if I have the strength to do a full playthrough.
I'll definitely be doing a full Let's Play of Dead Space 2, so you can check that out on Tuesday morning. Probably about 2:33 a.m. is when the first video will go up. I'm kind of crazy like that, like to hit the midnight launches, get back and pop it in right away for some terrifying, potentially fun times.
All right, well, it looks like you beat me that round. I beat you the first round, so it's tied up, and we're not going to do a tiebreaker. This game's too terrible.
Yeah, I don't think I can stomach it.
So if you do want to see a tiebreaker, though, we need 10,000 likes and 50 million comments, and we'll do another dual commentary of this.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Tony.
As always, I want to thank Ghost Robo for coming out, taking his time, even though he's half sick. And thank you very much. TonyPizzaGuy, frag out.